Hey guys, welcome to Kadaj Intersecting Wills. This time round I've got not one but two runs in one video. Both runs are actually pretty similar, which is why I combined both into one video. I don't think it's worth it to have two separate videos on this. Both runs will feature Astos as the main synergy and will also feature a Bronze Kadaj, so you can use either run if you decided to skip for Kadaj. And if you did pull for Kadaj and get at least his FR, it actually makes the run even easier. But as I will show on this video, you don't need anything for Kadaj to make this work. Across both runs, he's equipped with a bronze weapon. I did give him some sort of armor to use, but that's only because I am too lazy to remove the armor. It has zero impact on the run at all. The difference across both runs is that the first run here will feature Cater as the force gauge charger, and the next will feature Rosa as the force gauge charger, both of which also have synergy, which means that you start off the fight with 50% force gauge. To prevent this video being too long, I did speed up the run a little bit across both runs. It's about 30% faster, but in real time both runs takes just about 9 minutes overall. And I start off with the Cater run first because I actually like this run more. The Cater run here is 5 turns overall, as opposed to the Rosa run which is 4 turns only. But the one big benefit of using Cater is that the boss will actually sort of help you kill themselves later on in the fight. And if you've seen my runs, you'll know that I'm always a fan of turning the mechanics around and using it to actually kill the boss wherever possible. This time around I won't go sort of like detail step by step on what actions I took. I think the video is pretty self-explanatory. In the first run with Cater, I'm using Astos' force time. In the second run with Rosa, I'm using Rosa's force time instead. Like I said, Kadaj only has a bronze weapon, and although I have his FR, I did get lucky and get his FR for free, but although I have all his other gear, I will not use it. The entire fight I will only use Kadaj S1 or S2, and I don't even have the S1 or S2 weapon passive equipped. If you did get Kadaj FR, I would recommend to swap Kadaj and the person in party slot number 2 for whichever run that you want to follow. This way, when you are in force time, Kadaj will also be buffed with the Lunafreya call, and you can just use 2 echoes instead. Since I'm not using echoes, I put Kadaj in party slot number 3 so that he doesn't burn the force time turns. With Kadaj FR though, you should be able to kill off the boss within 1 BT mode. On the first run here, ideally what you want is to enter BT mode at 7 turns of force remaining. No lesser than that. If it's 6 turns, then it isn't ideal because you can't really capitalize on Cater's counters. The sequence of attacks across both runs are a little bit different in Astos BT mode, and that's because in the first run he enters BT mode with 6 turns of BT aura remaining, whereas in the second he enters with just 5 turns remaining. Regardless, the goal of Astos BT mode is to try to build up the force gauge to 900% plus, and then mainly use his S2. You can also opt to use his S1, but here I'm going more for the S2 for the AoE. Either S1 or S2 is fine because those really melt down the HP at high force bonus percentage. Oh no, call an ambulance. But not for me. So what's happening here is when the bosses hit 69, 39 and 19% health, they will trigger an automatic attack called Poisonic Ray. But because I've skipped through all the thresholds while I was in Astos BT mode, the moment I exit BT mode, they unleash all 3 Poisonic Rays in a row before I exit force time. This in essence means that they actually trigger Cater's counters 3 times in a row. This is the benefit, I guess, of using Cater over Rosa, but really it's a trade-off. Cater brings the counter, which helps you to mow down the bosses. However, Rosa has a bit more higher damage on turn, and she does also provide nice auras as well, so it almost evens out, and I don't think it makes too much of a difference which you want to bring. I'm out of force time here, but there's the force retain anyway, and the bosses are low enough, so just pop summon and finish them off. Even if for some reason you can't and the bosses survive and enter force time, Kadaj's BT aura will allow you to dodge the force attack, and you can still kill off the boss when they are in force time. Run number 2 with Rosa. Here Rosa is the Lunafreya call user, and instead I'm giving Astos the Seed Rain's call. This is pretty much very similar to the past Astos and Rosa combo that I've done across many ticket missions. So won't go through into detail on what I do, but essentially you just have Astos start first, go into LD and BT+, then Rosa charges to 100% and enters force time, and then when Astos gets his turn again, you go into BT mode and kill off the boss. So the one advantage here of using Rosa over Kadaj is that you obviously get to use Rosa's force time as the main force, and Rosa's force is pretty good because it's very easy to beat both her conditionals. Because I'm not using Kadaj though, in this fight I'm using the Raijin call on Kadaj, and the Raijin call lends the debuff that prevents any damage and debuffs from Poisonic Ray later on in the fight. With Rosa's FR though, essentially any action that I take until I enter Astos BT mode is more or less a plus 80%, whereas in the run before this with Astos FR, his conditionals are a little bit more restrictive than Rosa's. Astos has 5 turns of BT Aura only, so in this case I'm saving his echoes to use last in his BT mode instead. Pop summon mode at 99% and essentially finish them off inside summon mode. So that's it for these 2 runs. I hope the video has been helpful, and if you enjoyed the content, do leave a like, comment and subscribe. Till then, I'll catch you guys in the next Soooo fight. Bye!